How do you respond to tragedy? Parshas Pinchas begins in the midst of a deathly plague in which 24,000 members of our nation perished. Following that event, the Torah states, Vayihi achrei hamagefa, and it was after that plague. Rashi states that the Torah is hereby presenting Hashem's response to what had occurred. And he compares it to a shepherd that had experienced the loss of his sheep having been devoured by wolves. And so the shepherd comes back to those remaining with great love, affection, and caring. It is noteworthy that that was the response after that plague, where those who were taken had committed serious violations of idol worship and acts of licentiousness. Still, that was the response of Hashem. How much more so would that love and caring come forth when the individuals who were afflicted were good, righteous people? This past week, we have seen a response to a calamity in Surfside and the demonstration of an emulation of the traits of the Almighty with love, caring, devotion, support beyond expectations. And especially at this time, it is welcome to see that, because we have gone through a period where, on Lag BaOmer, there was the tragedy, loss of life at the tomb of Rishon Bar Yochai. Right before the holiday of Shavuos, the bleachers gave way and collapsed at a shul in Givat Ze'ev. And now we have this. We're not in position to say why Hashem does what he does. But if you take a look, you'll see that there's a common denominator in these three. And that is, in each situation, people fell one on top of the other. And the Torah warns us about that. And the Torah says that if we do not heed the caring and concern and oneness of our people, we would somehow see v'koshlu yishbach, people stumbling one on the other. And we have to counter the divisiveness. We have to counter the attitude of not wanting to listen, of discounting people who don't have our same views. We have to consider that even the nations of the world take a look at the Jewish people and say, what is the voice of the people? They're so divided. This is our response afterwards, but we have to make sure that our response of joining together is more than a response to this situation, but it paves the way and embroiders a new fabric of our nation, a new oneness, a true achdus, particularly at this time of year, when we enter the period of mourning for the Beis HaMikdash, the temple in Jerusalem. The Almighty is waiting for us to come together as one. Let us take the situation that has befallen us, and Vayihi acharei magefa, let that response be not just something temporary, but a permanent way of how we deal with each other, with love, care, concerning, and support. And there is no doubt that at this period of time, if this is our new foundation, then we will merit the rebuilding of the foundation, the rebuilding of the Beis HaMikdash, the temple in Jerusalem. May it be speedily in our time. And indeed, may we merit to join as one, which will be a blessing to us and indeed a blessing to the entire world.